Well, hello and welcome back to our continued coverage of the Men's 2012 European Handball Championship. We're here at the Spence Arena in Novi Sad. My name's Paul Bray. Thanks for joining us again. Well, earlier today, the semi-final places in this group were already tied up, but still Hungary and Slovenia are going to battle it out. Third place in the group at stake here in Group 2, but Spain's win over Iceland, 31-26, and just now, Croatia's defeat of the defending champions France, 29-22, means that Spain and Croatia have taken the two semi-final tickets. But for Hungary, who are in third place in this group, they still want to hang in there. But Slovenia, well, this is a very important game for them because they're the only team in this group who haven't qualified for the Olympic qualification tournaments, and there are still two places at stake here in this competition for European teams, and Slovenia would like to stay in that fifth place spot because it could give them a call on that Olympic qualifying tournament. The referees are from Germany, Lars Geipel and Markus Helbig. And the EHF officials on the table, Tapio Arponen of Finland and Peter Hansen of Sweden. Well, very colourful Hungarian supporters, as they've had throughout this competition. Busloads of them have made the trip across the border and down to Novi Sad. And they have been rewarded with a great tournament by the Hungarians, who came through second from the group, and they were started out here in Novi Sad. And Slovenia also coming through second from their group in Versace behind Croatia. So it's been a good tournament for both these teams. It was very close for Slovenia, coming through with 2 points with goal difference, but Hungary, well, wins over France and a draw against Spain and Russia. But first we have the national anthems coming up very shortly. We shall start with Hungary. The mournful sounds of the Hungarian anthem, and the team looking very focused despite disappointingly seeing their semi-final chances disappear with that Croatian win just now. Now the anthem of Slovenia. A great cheer for the Slovenian team. Slovenia, who came second in their home European Championship 2004, losing the final to Germany. But no such ambitions here I'm afraid. So Hungary, well, Chaza has been on fantastic form, the playmaker. Look out for him. And Fazekas had a blinding game against France, but so many of them have been really on top of the game. Here's Zubai on the line, and Lalushka defending as if his life depended on it. Here is Chaza, 24 goals so far in the competition, 62% success rate, 10 of those coming from the 7-meter line. But as much as anything else, it's the way he sets up the other back players around him, Ilyich and Mokshai. Slovenia, for their part, well, they're coming here with a very young team, a smattering of experience in amongst them. And they had Skov in goal, who's hugely experienced with 118 caps. Matthias Bruman is back, the number 7 on the right wing. And look out also for Uroš Zorman, their playmaker. But Zvice with 10 goals, or rather 15 goals, I do beg your pardon, and a 70% success rate has done well. Lajos Mokshai is their coach. He's the coach of Hungary, and his son, in fact, plays in the team as well, Tamas Mokshai, while Boris Denic is the coach of Slovenia. And there is Nikler, 27-year-old Hungarian keeper. Looks like he's been favoured to start the game here today. He's had a brilliant tournament, in fairness, 36% save rate. He plays for Pik Szeged, number 2 club in Hungary. And so this should be an interesting encounter, but of course it could have been oh so different if France could have beaten Croatia. The Hungarians would have been very much in with a shout of overhauling somehow, and then they would have needed a win, of course, tomorrow against the Croatian. That would have been quite a tall order. That was Skov, goalkeeper for Slovenia, about to start. 34 years of age, a veteran of 2 European Championships. He's in fact one of only 2, together with Uroš Zorman, who was there in the squad that won silver in Ljubljana in 2004. Michael Zvice, who plays for Bjerringbro in Denmark, scoring well, but also 7 2-minute suspensions so far in the game, in the competition. So we wait to get things going here, and so it's Slovenia in the white shirts and the blue shorts who throw off, playing from left to right. Hungary today in the all-red strip. Start off with their 6-0 defence. Probing early on. Ilyich in the centre of the defence with the defence specialist Lalushka. He's got himself 5 2-minute suspensions and a red card. That's an attacking foul, and outcome Hungary, their first attack of the game. Ilyich. Little dummy in. Releases the ball again. Ilyich gets the free throw. Little handoff, cuts back inside, releases the winger, but not enough space for anything to happen there. And the Slovenian bench is saying that's passive play. Well, before they get a chance to even put their arm up, Hungary get themselves going with that nice long-range effort by Tamas Mokshai, 33-year-old who plays for Flensburg in Germany. That's a penalty very quickly at the other end. Mokshai getting back, and a little too late to try and cover the drive-through. Penalty to be taken. And successfully scored by Dragan Gajic. Deflected away. It'll be picked up by Chaza, who gets there comfortably. He's got Tamas Mokshai then to his right, Ilyich to his left. He's got a good strong shot on him if you let it go. He gets pushed off the ball though. Free throw has been given away by Dolenec. 23-year-old, plays for Gorenje Velenje. Bounced a little too hard in fact, and it sails comfortably past Gorazde Skov's goal. It's going to be a free throw. So Slovenia put in a second line player, trying to create a bit of space for the back players. Releases the ball, no way through there, they'll come back again. Dolinec gets a little dispatch as the line player Luka Zvice, his younger brother Micha Zvice is also in the national team now. Luka, very experienced there, 155 caps, 472 goals. The Celje Pivovarna winger. Passive play is being warned by the German referees. A shot required soon. Zorman looking for the opportunity. He gets the ball too late. He's running close. And a yellow card for not standing 3 meters away. And Lalushka's picked it up. And that's one he couldn't really afford to get so cheaply in a way, because he is, to say the very least, an uncompromising defender. He's already had 1 red card and 5 2-minute suspensions in this European competition. So it might make him unavailable a little earlier than you might expect. Great style in defending that time though, Balalushka. Hip and arm, well blocked. Spiller, oh, all the way through. Great individual effort there. Uroš Zorman, the 31-year-old. 155 caps, same as Luka Zvice. He plays for Vive Kielce in Poland. Come back again, having lost on that one there. Tries to break through, no way there. And the stakes high, I think, here for Slovenia, more so than for Hungary in this game, because if they can win here today and then again tomorrow against Spain, and they may hope that Spain turn the bench over since they're already qualified for the semi-final, well, they could move up the rankings and could finish in 3rd place in the group, which would give them a playoff potentially for an Olympic spot. 2 places at stake still for teams who haven't qualified already. Free throw. Dolinec goes down. Really exciting player, Jure Dolinec. 16 goals so far in the competition, 59% success rate. Relatively inexperienced in the national team. 12 caps, but already 53 goals. He's come through their junior program. They've had very good younger age group national teams playing in their various championships. And Ilyich gets a yellow card as well now for Hungary, their second. It's very much a learning process, this competition for the Slovenians. They were delighted to make it through from the qualifying or preliminary group in 2nd place behind Croatia, ahead of Iceland and Norway, the team that dropped out of the competition. Almost too far, but picked up, and somehow Gergo Ivanchik regained his composure. Goes comfortably wide, so we're past the 5-minute mark here. A lot of little technical mistakes here. And that's a yellow card. Let's have a quick look and see who it's for. Dolinec jumping out of the way. We'll just confirm that for you in a second. So there is the winger, Luka Zvice, plays for Celje Pivovarna, but has previously, as it happens, played in Hungary for Pik Szeged, so have been known to some of his opponents. Also had a bit of a spell in Spain before. That's Zhubaj waiting to take the free throw. 27-year-old line player who's had a very good championship. So 7th minute, 2-2. Little handoff and an attacking foul, and I think Ivanchik stepped into the area as he came in as an extra line player. Probably running around the back of a defender and spotted by the referees. Well, absolutely direct route. He seems to claim that there should have been more. Zorman scores, but feels he took a blow and a deliberate one on the way through. Let's have a look and see. Bit of a slap on him by Mokshai, who I think may have picked up a yellow card in the process. So to confirm for Hungary now, it's EHF and Lalushka who's showing still at the moment, so we'll just wait and see. Into the corner. That puts a smile back on the supporter's face. Courtesy of Gabor Chazar, the 27-year-old, who played for a while in Denmark for Viborg, but is now back home playing for the champions Veszprem. There he is. 24 goals, 62% success rate. He scored 416 for Hungary, over 140 internationals. So a quick discussion going on there. It's Micha Zvice, the 24-year-old line player. 100 kilos, 193. Well, as you can hear, quite a few Hungarian supporters in the building trying to dampen the hearts of the Slovenians with a bit of whistling and booing there. All the way through, straight into the face of the keeper. And Zorman fouled on the line, it's a penalty. And Lalushka, the man at fault. Spent a lot of his match against France slapping poor old Karabatic around. Karabatic, I think, was looking for a little bit more protection from the referees in that match. He got a real battering. So, no mistake, Dragan Gajic gets his second with a rather direct effort. Gajic, who plays for Montpellier in France. Look at those muscles. 4-3 then for Slovenia. This has really been a topsy-turvy European Championship. Big favourites from the beginning, France and Denmark, both scraping into the main round with 0 points. Spain at least have delivered the goods, and Sweden were the other ones, and they've also failed. Well, not a bad idea. Chazar dummying the pass in to the wing to Ivanchik before then trying to take the shot, but the defender Dolenec was standing in his position very well. Chazar, Ilyes. Chazar into the back, and that's an attacking foul. Mokshai straight into the defender, and back comes Slovenia with a vengeance. Accelerates away as the Hungarians are slow to make that change. Dolenec teases the back line again. 2 on the line, 4-2 attack at the moment, and he skids a little bit, and Ilyes has been given 2 minutes. It seemed relatively innocuous. Let's have a quick look at this again. Bit of a push, but his feet were going away well before he reached there. It's almost as if he was looking for the fall, but it's worked anyway. Hungary is short-handed, and the Slovenians once more go into a 4-2 attack. They're saying, the Hungarians, that it came off the Slovenians, and the referees confer with each other and stick with their decision, are they? They just stopped the clock. Let's have a look. It comes off the line player. I think the Hungarians were right. Although he knew nothing about it, that it seemed to come off the arm of the Slovenian on the line. So anyway, play continues, no change of decision. Dolenec! And a 2-minute suspension as well. Dolenec looks a little bit bemused, as if to go, what was that about? Let's have a look. He comes in to shoot, and smack across the face. So another suspension, and this time it's Zhubay. He's also somewhat uncompromising in his style. Dolenek still hearing some ringing in his ears. Oh, it's a forearm right across his throat. So Hungary are now 4 against 6 court plays. It allows the Slovenian defence to push right up. We're past the 10-minute mark now in the first half, and they've got to play like this for another minute and 10 seconds. Referees aren't going to give them too much time either to run the clock down, unless they start showing some intent to drive at goal. Into the line. Not a bad effort. Nearly through, and in fact, Dolenek has picked up a yellow card. That's their third and final yellow card after the earlier ones for Spiller and Lukas Vice. Skov has to stay concentrated at the back, the hugely experienced keeper. He's with Simos Koper now, the Slovenian champions, but played for a while for Osiguranje Zagreb. So Barna Putic has come in at the left back position for Hungary, number 11. He's got to make himself available. He's hiding too much at the moment. Chaza, passive play is being worn now. Tries the long range shot. His arm struck. That's Gergely Harsani, the winger, whose arm is swatted. Well, long range effort in the end by Putic comes to nothing as Gorazde Skov makes a comfortable save, and back come the Slovenians. A few more seconds before Hungary get one of their 2 suspended players back, and Slovenia can help themselves to the easy goals while they can. With 4 defenders only, Spiller gets his first, and it's been a 3-goal run without reply. There is the scorer, David Spiller, 28-year-old, who plays for Osiguranje Zagreb in Croatia, the perennial Croatian champions. Hungary have got 1 player back, and in a few seconds they'll be at full strength again. Ilyes dispossessed unfairly, say the referees, by Dolenek, and it'll be a free throw. And now they have run the clock down. Zhubay slots back in on the line. And the defence goes a little bit flatter, looking for Zhubay. And now a 2-minute suspension holding on Zhubay. Dolenek at fault. And I think there was some holding. I'm just wondering if it was Dolenek who did it. Well, he did nothing. I think he's the victim of mistaken identity. It's the other defender who dragged down. There he is. I think the man at fault. I think Matej Gaber, the defence specialist, has managed to get Dolenek sent off. Anyway, play resumes either way. One of them was at fault, but Dolenek does give them that extra shooting dimension with his 16 goals so far in the competition. Into the wing. Harsani, saved by Skov. And Slovenia, short-handed, decide not to rush the ball up quite wisely. Spiller happy to move it up slowly. It was a big angle. Harsani will know he should have scored. Harsani, the only right winger left in the Hungarian team, or dedicated right winger after the injury in the preliminary round to Tamas Ivancic, who I understand is going to need a knee operation, so it's really bad news for him. Wish him a speedy recovery. Well, Ilyes looked to his right. Did he need support? No, he didn't. Just goes straight through. Well, they needed that. 5 minutes without a goal. They've conceded 3 in that time. Ilyes plays for Veszprem, 155 caps, 425 goals. Played in 3 World Championships for them, kind of experience that they really need alongside the exciting youngsters in the team. So with Dolenek off, it's Miklavic who's come into the frame. 28-year-old, 5 goals so far in the competition. playing number 4. Oh, goes for the shot himself. Needed to release it to his right instead, and back come Hungary. They got an extra man for just 10 seconds if they want to try and take advantage, and EHF rather rashly shoots under pressure, and it's saved by Skosz. Long pass. He stepped out and acknowledged on the right wing very sportingly by Svitze. He quite literally just stepped on the line, but changing colour pattern makes that very clear to the referees, especially the backcourt referee on the far side. So the crowd trying to cheer on the Hungarian side. Slovenia back at full strength again. They won't put in Dolinek just now. They'll wait for the next attack to do it, or the next break in play. EHF. And, well, they're back to full strength, but not for long. Pustelje, 29-year-old line player, gets a 2-minute suspension for that. Pustelje, who is very better known to the locals here, since he plays his club handball in Serbia for Red Star Belgrade, albeit down the road, an hour's drive away from here in the capital. So at the 15-minute mark in the first half, Slovenia are leading Hungary 6-4 in a match which, if they win, would put them in contention for a qualifying position in the London 2012 Olympic tournament. This tournament to be played in April. That's an attacking foul. Chazar making no attempt to go around the defender. So Slovenia short-handed once more, but despite the end of the earlier suspension to Dolinek, they've left Miklavic in on the attack. Miklavic cuts back towards the middle, releases the ball. That's good play. Fantastic, very quick. It's a sudden change of direction that does it. Beautiful goal by Makovsec. Oh, it's gone wide. It's going to be... it's gone to the side, though. It's a throw-in. Hungary keep possession because it came off Skosz, off his foot. 50% save rate. He's only had 8 shots in 16 minutes against him, but he saved 4 of them. He was in that amazing cauldron-like atmosphere. He was in the arena, and I can tell you it was quite something back in 2004 in Ljubljana, when Slovenia beat Croatia in their semi-final that year to go through to the final, where they lost to Germany. He and Uroš Zorman, and in fact Matthias Bruman was also there that day, I believe. Zubai pulls one back. Well, if he hadn't scored, he would have been defending inside the area. Underneath that, it's only their second goal in 9 minutes. Zorman. Miklavic back again to the centre. Quick changes of direction, and they are back at full strength now. Passive plays being worn. No, it's in. Beyond the outreach foot of Mikla. Miklavic has scored. 3-goal lead restored. He's a happy man. 28-year-old right back, plays for Gorenje Velenje. Down the centre, EHF parried away by Skosz. Goalkeeper's got 35% save rate in the competition. They come down quickly. Zorman right across to the wing. Yes, a big angle. And Ivanchik got back too late to cover that one. Gajic scores. 3rd goal for Gajic. The lead goes up to 4. Well, they came in with such promise, the Hungarians. Their fans, look at that, says it all, doesn't it? They came in with a draw against Russia. and against Spain, both literally in the last seconds of their matches, and then that great win against France. And they had such high hopes, but it's all gone wrong in the main round. Hungarians losing to Iceland 27-21 on Sunday in the first match of the main round. The other results, of course, having been carried through for the teams that qualified with them. Zubaj, cop corner. Well, in fact, it's not Zubaj, I don't think, is it? Yes. Skov can't believe it, unlucky on the rebound, but still a 3-goal lead for Slovenia. Slovenians, for their part, after coming through in second place and taking 2 points into the competition, lost to France 28-26 on Sunday, pushed them all the way to the end, and they've lost possession. Planted beautifully. Hassani. Thirty-year-old winger, veteran of 2 World Championships, looks as if he's going to go inside, then spins around the defender. And slowly but surely the Hungarians closing that gap again. Miklevic a long way out now. Oh, beautiful. Looked as if he took a peek at the goal, decided not to shoot, but his double sex body language belied the fact that that was exactly what he planned to do. Brings up the 10 for Slovenia. Chazar, not been much in evidence yet here, not stamping his authority on the game as he has in earlier matches. Oh, well, that's more like it. That's what we've seen earlier in the competition. Dummies, and then goes around. Second one for him. So 2 goals in it, 10 minutes remaining in the first half. And Skube has come into the playmaker position, the 24-year-old, replacing Zorman. Little crossover, simple effort, the ball's loose, it's picked up though by Mikler, and out come the Hungarians. Moksai, Zubaj goes in on the line as he passes the ball out. Hassani, Ilyes, they've got 2 in on the line now. Not for long though. Ivanchik comes out and drops back in on his wing as Putic comes into the frame. 24-year-old who plays for Gummersbach in Germany, formerly at Barcelona before that. Bit of a journeyman. Chazar. Oh, intercepted right under the nose of the defender. That was just too tempting. And he scores. Not much that Mikler could do about that. There's double sec. Gets his second in succession. And the Hungarians just can't get themselves back on level terms here. Free throw. It's really a 5-minute spell when the score went from 3-3 to 6-3 for Slovenia that saw them lose their footing a little, and now they're just doing all the chasing. Chazar dummies again and runs around. Long range shot goes in, it seemed telegraphed, and on this occasion Skov maybe moving a little bit too slowly off the shot of Tamas Moksai. Second goal for Moksai. Dummy down the centre. Comes off a defender, and that'll be a throw in from the corner off Ilyes. Well, Hungary desperate to try and get that third spot in this group. They were 4th at the Athens Olympics. That was their previous best finish for a while. 7th at the World Championships last year and 14th at the Euros back in 2010 in Austria. So a 5th place playoff would be very nice, thank you. Oof, very high holding by Ilyes. And I think he's been sent off. Clumsy by him, he goes up too high. Any holding around there will get you sent off, and he has left Skube sprawled in the area. And at second 2-minute suspension for Ilyes. He's got to watch himself one more, and it's a red card for him. It'd be a big loss, not only in defence for Hungary, but also in attack. So Michal Zvice, the Bjerringbro-based line player, slots back in. He's got a bit more space to move around now. Waits on the far side so as not to gather the defence in the centre and get in the way of the back players. Skube puts it back again. Spiller, he mishandled the ball, but with a bit of help from a shove in the back. And Zvice gets a free throw again. Good job. Oh, the gap just opened up and Mikla left to fend on his own in goal. Not too happy with that, but Miklavic having enough space there to drive a bus through. Skube standing to give him the space. So still short-handed for just over a minute, Hungary. Switch back again. Into the line. Oh, where was the defence? And Skov saves their blushes. It all fell apart. Everyone rushed up, even though they had the extra man and left space at the back. Oh, looked for the wing and misconnected. Straight past. Nothing given, and Skube has to come back again. And there is Skov. Thank you very much indeed, but not too impressed with the defence. And that's the reaction of the Hungarian fans. I'm afraid it's not going your way, is it? 6 turnovers suffered by Slovenia as the Hungarians call a team timeout. So not high in terms of technical mistakes, quite a few on both sides. 6 turnovers for Slovenia, 4 for Hungary. But the scoring is certainly going at a pace here. Slovenia 12-9 up. Gajic top scoring for the Slovenians at the moment with 3 goals. The Hungarians scoring fairly well spread out, but they need a few more long-range shots. They need to really try and challenge the defence a little bit more at the moment. They're trying to break through. They're playing it wide enough, that's all right, but it's just a little bit more shooting from Ilyes at the back. Or Tamás Moksai, who's got a couple, but he could do a little bit more. Well, Moksai, who also coaches the Veszprém team, where quite a few of the players in the team here come from. They've also been perennial champions of the Hungarian league for some years now. So play about to resume with Hungary in possession. Moksai going in at right back, Chazar in the centre, and Putic at left back. So still short-handed, the Hungarians, for just a little while longer before the suspension. For Ilyes is served out, and again Skov in evidence, goes out to the side. Hugely experienced keeper, 118 caps, a few of them are well over the 100 mark. And then at the other end of the spectrum you got Makosek with 3, Gaba with 4, Dolenec with just 12. Real young generation coming through, but Hungary hit back. Putic. Two goals in it, 5 minutes to go in the first half. Attacking foul, ran into the defender. So they settle things down as the Slovenian defence got back into position very quickly. And Again, some more rubbish being found on the ball there by Chaza, and the Hungarian fans getting into good voice here. Still they're trailing as you see a good old Slovenian welcome on the line there for Zubai. Mind you, he can give as good as he gets, so he won't be unduly concerned. Chaza slots to the left as Putic goes in the centre. Fumbled by Moksai, they have to come back again and rebuild. Oof, that's going to be a 2-minute suspension. Moksai lifted off his feet and thrown to the ground pretty much. Tries to go around, and in fact he pulled him down. And could have planted his face in the floor if he wasn't too careful, but Dobosek is off. Third 2-minute suspension for Slovenia now as well, matching the Hungarians, and with just over 4 minutes remaining, a chance now for the Hungarians to really try and capitalise on the power play and close this 2-goal gap. Garber, the 22-year-old we just saw there, 20 years of age, just 4 caps, brought in to play that defensive role. 197 tall, big angle for the wing, and it goes through. Skov, I think, thought you had it covered. Ivanchik, the scorer. Second goal for him. So Slovenia now short-handed, no way to pass to on the line, tries to go through, he's held. Happy to take the free throw. Spiler, the hugely experienced playmaker. 93 caps, 226 goals, and a team timeout is called by Boris Denic, the Slovenian coach, just to try and give himself a chance in the dying minutes here of the first half to get his team organised so they don't just give away possession cheaply. So very calm instructions being given. Slovenia, who lost on the opening day of the competition against Norway 28-27. They then won against, or lost rather, against Croatia, but won against Iceland, rather controversially in some respects. It was 34-32, and ironically, by allowing Iceland to score 2 late goals in that game when they had a 4-goal lead, it allowed the Icelanders to sneak back in ahead of the Norwegians, and of course the advantage for Slovenia was that Norway had beaten them, and it meant they went through to the main round with those 2 points from the win against Iceland, who otherwise would have been the team eliminated. So real maths genius sitting on the bench with them worked that one out, and of course the argument is, well, was it deliberate or not? And no one can say for sure, but certainly they had a 4-goal lead and gave 2 extremely soft goals away to Iceland right at the death, and it did them both a favour. Into the wing. And scores. That's a nice jump. Dolinek back on again, replacing Miklavic, and immediately gets into the thick of it. Hasn't been on since he got that 2-minute suspension. So despite being short-handed, they get the 2-goal lead back again. Skov makes a good save. That's picked up inside the area by Moksai, and it'll be a throw out for the Slovenians. Moksai realises he's got to be substituted. It's a funny time to do it when Slovenia are attacking. Luckily they took their time, and goalkeeper efficiency, look at that, 7% for Hungary, 45% for Slovenia. 1 save from 13 shots only at the moment, Mikler. Passive play is being warned. Long shot, that's better. Mikler just deflecting it, clips the post and goes out. And we enter the last 2 minutes. In fact, it's Fazekas, I beg your pardon. He's been substituted in. I'm so busy looking at the stats. And I was about to say, it's probably about time they changed them after that. Well, not been on long, but Gabor Angchin. Oh, they thought they'd stolen possession, not to be. So in goal for Hungary now is the 35-year-old Fazekas, veteran of 3 World Championships and 2 European Championships. 190 caps he's got, and he managed to score a goal in internationals as well in that time. Played for a while in Germany for Gummersbach before deciding to return home and play for the Hungarian champions. Slovenians there, still in good voice. They're leading, albeit by just the 1 goal now. Anchin pushing up in defence, 2 meters tall. He's a great number 2 on the right. Little shimmy, goes all the way through. Difficult run for him, being right-handed. It's Skubek, the playmaker, and he goes over to the right. Second line play going in now for the Slovenians, trying to make a bit of space at the back. It didn't really work. Hungarian defence held firm. Michal Svice trying to get some space on the line. Goes through Svice, but it's a foul by the Hungarian defence. And we've got 30 seconds remaining in the first half. Zubaj, the player at fault. Passive play is being warned. They've got to take the shot, and it goes in, to the delight of the Slovenian fans. Markovsek. (14-12), 10 seconds now for the Hungarians to try and maybe hit one back, just for the psychological impact. That's like it. And once more, it's Anchin, his second, and the 21-year-old relative novice in the team has scored 2 important goals late in the first half to get Hungary back to within 1. It's 14-13 to Slovenia at the break here in this Group 2 main round match. Spiller had a good half, trying to drive things. Michal Svice, tough time on the line, with some measure of success. But this match means so much, especially to the Slovenians. That Olympic qualifying tournament place beckons if they can get themselves up the rankings. In a group where they are the only team that haven't already qualified for that tournament. 71% success rate with their shooting, Slovenia, 54 for Hungary. The attack success rates are about the same, 52, 56%. It's the goalkeeping stats that make horrific reading for Mikler, who's only got an 8% success rate on his goalkeeping. Spread of goals for Hungary right across the team. Gajic, top scorer in the game with 3. Well, it really is spread well for Slovenia as well. This is how the first half gathered. A few blips for both teams when they didn't score, so it is still very close, and this is where the goals came from. 3 fast breaks, a lot down the middle and on the left-hand side, but Hungary not having much success with Harsani on the right wing. Slovenia spread nicely all over the court, actually, with 1 fast break and 2 penalties. So with Slovenia leading Hungary 14-13, we will take a short break, but join us again for the second half in just a few moments.